I am that I am, Stephen Martinez here, quick on the heels, same day of the video about the fires in California that were by design. Rothschild Incorporated apparently still busy at work. Try to warn them suckers. They just don't get the word apparently. But today I'm actually was kind of guided and just to express some frustration, not against the bad guys. Bad guys doing exactly what they came here to do. Do you understand? It's the light that pushes the darkness to stand, ladies and gentlemen. That's the oldest game in the book. They're just playing their parts, although they do need to wake up because they're immersed in their own shadows, and they're on the verge right now of getting just flat out erased. Rothschild family, that whole lineage is it's trying desperately to get erased from existence. So keep it up, guys. But I want to talk today to this quote spiritual community. And by the way, the quote spiritual community ain't spiritual at all. In fact, I don't even like the term spiritual, and just like the term, the word God. Both those words have been grossly watered down on this planet, grossly watered down. So much so that it's just become a joke, a bad joke. There's a protocol to this, guys. There's a lot of work involved. You got to clear your shadows, which is, put it this way, years and years of dedication and commitment. And what I see from the spiritual community while the world comes down around them is you sit around in circles singing Kumbaya and saying, please God, come help us out. 99.9% of the channeled information is bullshit. Why? Because nobody's done the work. Nobody's cleared the shadows. And very quickly on this planet, the quote spiritual elite will just simply have the name spiritual taken out of the equation. Do you understand where I'm going with that? So a lot of the information out there is nonsense. If you think the mothership's going to come down and save you tomorrow, if you think Jesus is going to show up again tomorrow, don't even get me started on religion, that form of mind control. There ain't nothing that separated humanity more than man's religion. And I do say man's religion, not God's religion, man's religion. I got people on this planet worshiping characters and books rather than worshiping the living God within your own soul, within your own heart and soul, which is just mystifying to me. And let me get real crystal clear on something. If you want to say that you need a middleman to get to know God, you will be held accountable. Because that's not only a lie, it's fraud. Because I'm telling you right here, standing here before you, I didn't need anybody's help. Because we all have it inside us to go get it. The kingdom is within. You don't need permission from anybody, and for the most part, you don't need direction either. All you got to do is need time, dedication, blood, sweat, and tears, and go digging. So all the spiritual community that's sitting around, from a far distant place, singing Kumbaya and telling you, don't worry too much about it. It's just a dream. Pinch yourself. No better than that. Hit yourself with a hammer. Did you wake up? No, you did not. You're still here, aren't you? There's work to be done. And you ain't just going to snap your fingers and it's going to disappear. Sometimes you got to stand up, ladies and gentlemen. Spiritual community. Prayers are good, don't get me wrong. I've been in the prayer position for 14 years running. And when I pray on my feet with swords in my hand and music in my ears. And I am most certainly sending out signals. Nobody's outworking me on that end. But on the other end, I'm also coming forward. And I'm putting myself out there. And I'm spreading the information. And I'm telling you right now, look around you guys. The world is coming down around you. And we got very vile creatures that are running this show that have you enslaved through the Federal Reserve, no bigger criminals on the face of the earth, through this government, and using people like the FBI, CIA, and police force as their puppets. Guys, you need to snap out of it, and military. And guys, right now, the last I heard on this planet, the military is committing suicide. The veterans, 22 a day. 22 a day. That's epidemic. That's a national disaster. Yet, why isn't anybody saying anything? Shouldn't that be the first thing the White House talks about every single day? Isn't that the first thing that should come out of Trump's mouth? Shouldn't it be We got problems. We got issues with our veterans. They're committing suicide every day. We need to reach out. We need to help them. We need to nurture them back to health. I'll tell you really quickly, guys, why this family is committing suicide is because you've been killing innocent women, children for too long. And that wreaks havoc on the soul, and you've been playing for the wrong team. You got a bunch of criminals and satanic worshipers sending you out to do their dirty laundry, and then when you get back, they throw you away. Have we not learned that? And shame on you, military brass. Shame on you. Didn't you ever read that the military, or that the enemy, the real enemy will always come from within? The real enemy will always come from within. And that goes in your own soul, by the way, until you clear your shadows, guys, until you realize you got a dark side to you, a very powerful dark side, it will run you into the ground. Well, guess what, guys? The dark side on this planet is running us into the ground. And I got a bunch of people that want to sit in circles and sing Kumbaya rather than stand up and spread truth. And the truth is, you're a slave. You've been enslaved. They're trying to kill you in a variety of different ways through the water system, the fluoride in the water, guys. Go watch the documentaries. There ain't nothing worse than that. The chemtrails in the sky. Conspiracy theory. This world is a conspiracy. It is a lie. Let's stop lying to ourselves. Look around you. I'm in Los Angeles. I got homeless tent cities sprouting up everywhere around me. That ain't a theory. That's a fact. And it's due to a corrupt society, a system that is geared to put you just like that. And you better pay very close attention to Venezuela, because I assure you, the fiends that control this planet are watching real close, because that's the flagship. Venezuela is the flagship. They want to see how that all works out so they can do the same thing to you. Not on my fucking watch. Those people that are involved in this nonsense, Rothschild and company, right now, in the name of the one high creator of all things, I send it all back to you. And that goes down to the every employee you got working for you. It is time that you reap what you have sown. Spiritual community, wake the F up. If something ain't working, if something is not working, if you are not traveling interdimensionally, if you're not, if your life is in a steady stream of synchronicities, then you are not in the life stream. So stop denying the truth. If you have not met your shadow, you have not transmuted your shadow. There's a time to pray, guys, and there's a time to stand up. This is the time to stand.